Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's me, your boy James. Um, Betting show time for the weekend's football, and I've got some decent little punts that I feel that might earn you a few quid today. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Obviously, we've got a lot of football this weekend, and there's no better place to start than in the Premier League with this game. Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Liverpool to win to nil, 10-11. I think this is a great bet. I really do. I think Liverpool didn't concede a goal against Leeds the other week. I think Leeds are a better team than Palace. Liverpool at home. Liverpool are like 1-5 to win the game outright. And for me, that's just no value there. So I'd rather go 10-11 and just hope they keep a clean sheet. I expect Van Dijk to come back and be in there. And I expect him to be full strength against Palace. They beat Palace a few good times. Like they beat them 7-0 at Selhurst Park, and they also beat them, I think, 4-0 at Liverpool. So for me, I think that's a great bet. 10-11. It's just that basically what you're doing is you're hoping that Palace don't score a goal. Like so, yeah. For me, I think that one is good value. That one. This one, Aston Villa versus Everton. Both teams to score 8-11. Two good sides who like to attack and know where the goal is. This game's always had goals in it, even home and away. So I've gone for this one. The sheer fact I just think there'll be goals in this game. 8-11 for both teams to score is pretty good for two teams who will fill each other out. My sneaky bet on this one is a draw. I fancy a draw in this game because I think they're both very similar teams. Obviously, Everton have massively improved under Rafa, but yeah, I just sense a draw in this game. But if my bet for this is both teams to score at 8-11. Moving on now into the Championship, where it's very hard to pick this week, but I've gone for this. Cardiff versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth to win 13-8. Bournemouth 2 goals, 6-4. Now, the 6-4, 2 goals Bournemouth, I think is very, very good bet. Right? Basically, I just look at it and I see Bournemouth scoring. Yeah, but you'd have to be very unlucky if they only score one. Do you know what I mean? I look at that bet and think 13-8 is pretty decent for a team away from home in form against a team who lost during the week. I just think this is a good one, this one. Like maybe if you want to do a combination bet, Bournemouth to win and over 1.5 goals, you might get a bit of better odds. I'm not too sure what the odds are on that, but I've gone for 2 singles there. Bournemouth to win and Bournemouth 2 goals at 6-4. I just think it's good value. I really do, and I think if Bournemouth score early, then it could be a wrap in Cardiff. If Cardiff ain't the same team, they've got Mick McCarthy in charge, but they're just not doing it at the minute. They're just not doing it. So yeah, I'll move on to this game. Luton versus Swansea, both teams to score. I like this bet. I do. 4-5 for both teams to score. 10-11 from not to score. It's either going to be a boring game and there's like no goals, or this would be a goal fest. It'd be one of the two. The bookies can't split them, but I do like this at 4-5. I think Swansea are capable of scoring a goal wherever they go, and Luton are quite decent at home. So for me, I look at this and go, it's a good value bet for me personally. So yeah, 4-5 for that in a game where they both could possibly score. I think it's good value. Moving on now to League One, and this game, Bolton versus Rotherham. Bolton to win. For me, I think Bolton are massively overpriced in this game. I think Bolton home crowd, pretty decent at home against the Rotherham side, who's a bit inconsistent at the minute, drawing games and whatnot. I think 8-5 is good value. I'm not too sure what 2 goals are, but if Bolton are sort of around about 7-4 mark, maybe for 2 goals, maybe, or even something along that lines, then I think I might even have the goals on this for Bolton. I just think Bolton are overpriced here, and I think 8-5 is a good bet for a team at home with their fan base that they've got. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it could go horribly wrong. Rotherham could go roll up there and just roll them, no problem. But I don't know. I think 8-5 is a decent bet for a team who's got quite a big ground, big fan base, so to speak. And yeah, I just think they're a bit too big, in my opinion. Moving on to this game, Lincoln versus Ipswich. Now, Ipswich are the most inconsistent team I've ever seen in my life. I backed them at the start of the season. They let me down. They couldn't win a game at home against the team. I think it was Morecambe, and they've just been hit and miss. They go away and win a game. They go home and they can't win a game at all. Lincoln, on the other hand, very good team at home and very attacking team. I do sense goals in this game. I really do. And I just think like I'll be stunned if this game ends 0-0. Do you know what I mean? So 4-6, both teams to score. I think very good value for a betting aspect. I think Lincoln will come out. If Lincoln score early, it could either go one or two ways. Lincoln either roll Ipswich, no problem, or it could just be like a goal fest and like Ipswich will come into it. So yeah, 4-6 for me. Both teams to score. Good value, in my opinion, on that. And yeah, I just see goals in that game. I really do. We now go into League Two, and we go Exeter versus Sutton. Now, for me, I think Exeter are a great bet, 6-5, and I've noticed in sort of the lower leagues that the distance, travelling and all that, does affect their performances. I've seen it multiple times with teams going all the way up north from south or from north to south. It's their performances don't match their prices. Now, this is no different. Exeter versus Sutton. Exeter are a good team, a very good team. And 6-5 at home against newly promoted Sutton. Sutton travelling on the day most probably, in the morning. I don't know. I just sense Exeter will win this game. I think 6-5 is good value for a team who's always in amongst it in the playoffs, always there or thereabouts in like sort of to the back end of the season. And yeah, I just look at 6-5 and I think, you know what, if Exeter score early, they will beat this team no problem. It's just whether or not they score early, in my opinion. But I look at Exeter, and I see a team that will probably have most of the ball, and I think Sutton will play on the counter. So yeah, 6-5 for me, for a team who should be dominating the game mainly, is the bet for me. Moving on. Dagenham and Redbridge, double chance, 8-11 was even money. Now this bet, obviously, Dagenham and Redbridge is a team locally to me. They're flying at the minute. 5 wins, 1 draw, absolutely flying. They're going away to Wrexham on Saturday, which is a tough game. They're the money team in the league. They've got new owners, and they've got Ryan Reynolds as one of their owners, the Canadian actor. So for me, this is a tough game for Dagenham, but I can see Dagenham getting something up there. I really can. I look at that price at 8-11, double chance. So that's over win or draw. It's just value. Like the even money the other day when I saw that was gold, really. And obviously the bookmakers have cottoned on that it was massively overpriced, and they've dropped the price down into 8-11. But yeah, I can see Dagenham going there and getting something. I really can. And for a double chance, 8-11, I think it's good value itself. So yeah, Dagenham unbeaten, and I think they're going there for the draw. If you want another little side bet this game, I'd fancy the draw up in Wrexham at the racecourse. ground. So yeah, and finally, little special. I'm going to say this bet is one of my own personal ones because it's my dog that's running on Saturday. Graham bet, break and dish, 19:20. That's the time. Track 1, Saturday at Romford. I should have put Romford in there. Yeah, it's her first run back. She got injured a while ago. She come back over 400. She done okay, but now they're pushing her up to 575. She's in S1, which is a good grade, and we've got high hopes for this dog. We really have, but we've just been a bit very unlucky at the minute in regards to a few things. So, in the grand scheme of things, it's been one of them sort of one step forward, 2 steps back, and that's where we've been ended up. So, yeah. I will say on this one, have a bet on this if you fancy it. If the price is decent, I think the price will be high at the start, and then it'll drop like a stone, like it always does. So yeah, if you fancy a punt on the dog, have a go and see if we're all quids in on Saturday night. So that has been my sort of predictions for tonight's, or not tonight, tomorrow's football. And yeah, to sort of round it up, I will be back again with a preview for the West Ham Manchester United game. I'll be doing a little betting thing on that and seeing if we can pull anything on that one. And yeah, obviously gamble responsibly. Don't gamble to earn money. Gamble to sort of for the enjoyment. So yeah, make sure you gamble responsibly and set your limits. Also, yeah, it's always good to have a limit and a budget on your gambling spend. So yeah, that's been me, James. I'll be back soon. Hopefully, we might cop a few winners at the weekend with the selections that I've said. If I was to do a bet that I think is good value, I think the Bolton at home at 8-5, I think is very, very good value. I think if there's another bet, what I think is also a highly good chance of pulling Dagenham and Redbridge against Wrexham, mate. You've got a team that's unbeaten and in form flying. You've got a team who's inconsistent in Wrexham, and Dagenham at 8-11 just to not lose the game. And to me, that was even money a day ago, and now it's gone into 8-11. So yeah, yeah. Anyway, if you like my stuff, subscribe, like the video, goes a long way, helps me out greatly, and I will be back again soon. Bye for now.